The only real knowledge is of self, because self is the only thing that's real. Now, when I say real, I mean it's the only thing that endures. Okay? So knowledge is always contextual, right? Which means it's fleeting and it's not eternally applicable. Which means ultimately it's not real because it comes and goes if it's contextual. Knowledge of self or gnosis is what wisdom is. And that always applies because it's not contextual, because it is what is. And that's why I say that the only real knowledge is knowledge of self, because self is the only thing that's real. Everything else comes and goes. And it's putting our attention on so-called knowledge will only actually increase our personhood, which is really our ego-mind identity, which is really this transient character that we have misaligned ourselves with, the electromagnetic interference that actually builds itself from so-called knowledge, right? The ego-mind identity is AI. The ego-mind identity is artificial intelligence. It's not real intelligence. Real intelligence is intuition. And real intuition is knowing. And that's exactly what AI isn't. It just gives predictions. It gives consensus. It gives opinion by consuming all other opinions. It doesn't actually know anything. Just like your conditioned mind, which is always ravenous for information, so-called knowledge, ravenous for more and more and more. Why? It doesn't know anything. It doesn't know anything. Now, the self knows. Now, the key is to be connected to the inner knowingness. And this knowingness flows to you on the river of intuition, and it wafts up and informs your mind. And then that's how you know. So we've reversed the process. Instead of reaching out for so-called knowledge, right? We're doing the exact opposite. We're going within and letting this knowledge of self waft up, and then we can actually get a whiff of the aroma of the self, which contains the knowingness itself. We've reversed the whole process. And so now, instead of increasing personhood, right, we've done the exact opposite. We have unveiled the self.